Hello and welcome to the Best of Buckeye. I'm Brian Williams, Superintendent of Buckeye Local Schools, and we're here with our 8th grade volleyball team. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Why don't we start on my far right, and we're just going to go ahead and have you introduce yourself first of all.
Okay, I'm Katie Lyons.
Katie, thank you.
I'm Coach Janine Caleb.
Great.
And I'm Cameron Kimball.
Katie, Cameron, and Coach Caleb. I can remember those.
Cameron Katie.
Got it. Well, thank you again for being here. We really appreciate it. What we try to do is just highlight some of our programs and some of our kids and coaches. So I appreciate you being here and taking a minute to talk a little bit about volleyball. Coach, why don't we just start with you? Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Well, that's what I wrote my cheat sheet for.
Excellent.
Well, I teach first grade over at the primary school. This is my 25th year of teaching. My first year I was the elementary music teacher.
Okay.
And then I've been in first grade. This is my 24th year. I was the assistant marching band director for 3 years. And then I took over the volleyball program at the high school, and I was head coach for 10 years. Left to get my master's degree, came back, worked as an assistant coach for 4 years, and then moved to the junior high. And this is my 6th year coaching the 8th grade team at the junior high in volleyball. I've also coached 9 years of junior Olympic volleyball, which is the off season. And then I've also coached 16 years basketball, grades 7th, 8th, and 9th, and I've been a varsity assistant softball coach off and on for 5 years.
All right. Well,
So,
that's a very
multiple years of coaching.
Yes,
and
well, you've done a lot of coaching and
25th
teaching.
year of teaching.
And I learned a couple things there. I didn't realize you did some marching band. And,
Yes.
Well, good for you.
Marched in the band at Ohio State, so I guess that,
Is that right?
was the predetermining factor of helping out the marching
You
band.
didn't get to dot the I, did you?
No, but I was at the top of the I one time.
Were you?
Yes, I was a
Oh,
trumpet player.
okay,
Only the sousaphones got to dot the I.
Neat.
So
What a great experience.
it was. It
Did
really
you get
was.
to participate in anything besides, of course, that's probably took up all your time there.
Well, I was asked to walk on as a softball player my senior year, but unfortunately I was student teaching both in music and elementary. So, but I kept busy with intramural sports. I did play women's and co-ed volleyball. I played women's and co-ed water polo.
Oh my gosh.
Women's and co-ed basketball, and women's and co-ed softball
Wow.
with my dormitories, and then when I moved on campus, I participated in sports. So I kept my music and sports involvement through my college years as well.
Okay, wonderful.
So-
Well, very good. Well, that's a great career.
Yes, and then came back here to Buckeye because I am a Buckeye grad. Buckeye, proud, homegrown, orange and brown,
Yeah.
all the way.
Well, and we love having our alumni back.
Well, we're glad you have us back.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, Katie and Cameron. Cameron, why don't we start with you? Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Obviously, you're an 8th grade volleyball player. What else can you share with us about yourself?
I go to Buckeye. I play basketball and softball, and I played soccer.
Uh-huh.
And
Do you have a favorite class?
I like history.
History? Okay. And who's your history teacher now?
Mr. Reinbrecht.
Okay, very good. Okay. Katie?
I do basketball, track, and I used to do softball. And probably my favorite subject in school would be math.
Math. And who's your math teacher?
Miss Seach.
Okay, very good. And again, this question is for anybody. So, Coach, if you want to answer this, but how's the season going so far?
It's been going good. Yeah, everybody's been pulling their weight throughout the team.
We have a rough times.
Yeah?
good times and rough times, but
That's like any normal family, right?
yep.
Yeah.
If we say we win as a team and we lose as a team, and when we do things, we make sure that we do them as a team. We're currently 6-6 right now, but I will have to say, and the girls know this because we've talked about it, we think we're much better than what our record shows. At the junior high level, it can be very easy to win and not play technically sound volleyball. And when you try to move the girls to a level to where they're going to be competitive and successful next year at the high school level, I really push for them to focus on running a high school offense, setting up the ball, getting 3 attacks, making sure that we're being aggressive at the net. And sometimes that results in unforced errors and mistakes. But I think we're playing excellent volleyball. I think we're improving each day. I hope we've gotten over our hump. You know, you get to the middle of the season and you get that hump that is either you get over it or you don't. So we won our last 2 matches to even up our record, and we lost to Black River the first time around. We just beat them, and we have 3 big games coming up the next 2 weeks, and then our tournament will be actually 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Okay. Well, and I know exactly what you mean, because again, I think sometimes, especially at the junior high level, you can kind of get into a pattern where let's just hit it over the net, right? Just get it back.
Yeah.
And you can do that, and you can
And
win
win
games doing
games,
that.
yes.
But you're right, bump set spike is what you're looking for, right? Because they're going to do that when they get older. And I guess at the end of the day, you're getting these guys ready to play at the next level, right?
Yep,
And I
that's
guess
my
that's what we
job.
do in education, right? We're getting them ready for what life prepares them for after high school. And so I guess they do say, and I'll be cliche and say life imitates art, right? But I guess
Exactly.
that's what's happening here a little bit. You're getting them ready for the next level. And I'm sure Coach Morris appreciates that.
Well, we hope so.
As
We'll
our
find
new,
out
our
next
new
year.
coach, right. Well, do you guys both hope to go on and play volleyball at the high school level?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
What other things do you want to do at the high school? Do you have other thoughts on what you'd like to do?
Basketball.
Yeah, definitely basketball and track for me.
I want to do softball.
Well, good. Well, again, it's wonderful to participate. The more things that you can do, probably the better. Can you talk about life at the junior high? You guys are now in your 2nd year there. So can you talk about life at the junior high? What's a typical day like in the life of a junior high student?
Drama.
Drama. Yeah, drama. I guess you could say.
Teenage years, right?
You know, crowded hallways,
Hot rooms.
hot rooms, yeah.
Mhm.
And the junior high has definitely gotten a lot better over the years.
Mhm.
And from definitely this year's been a lot better than last year was.
Is that because you're older?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think we're more mature, and we
Uh-huh.
know we don't make as many mistakes as we did last year.
And we know like the standards of what the teachers expect out
Yeah.
of us.
And would you say that the teachers are setting those expectations appropriately for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and as you mature and you kind of get older, you get to
Yeah.
know it next year, I suppose, will be even a little better, although you'll be the youngest in the school then
Yeah.
next year. Are you excited for high school?
Definitely. I'm ready to get out of the junior high.
Good thing you'll have to spend 2 years there.
Yeah.
Well,
But
good.
looking forward to high school.
Good.
Well, I think maturity-wise, I've seen these guys grow up a lot. I know last year, when they said drama, this group of girls can be very dramatic, so they have their own special personalities and characteristics, and even though we've had some things that we've had to tackle this year with opinions or things that have happened, I think the girls have handled it in a more responsible, mature way in dealing with each other directly and trying to handle the problems within themselves before it has to come to me. And then when it does come to me, then we deal with it as a team. So I think they've grown up a lot learning from the mistakes that we've made last year. And I think when they get to high school, even though they will be the bottom of the feeding pool again, that handling it as freshmen, they'll probably handle it a lot better than coming in as 7th graders. So at least that's my hope.
And I think sometimes, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think sometimes as a coach, that's a challenge.
Yes.
I mean, you expect as a coach, you want to go out and just coach the team and coach volleyball, but oftentimes you're presented with other challenges.
Many other things
It can be
besides that.
all drama, I guess,
Definitely.
sometimes, but I think you probably are pretty good at dealing with that after many
We
years.
hope so. At least we do our best.
Yeah.
So.
Cameron, can you say what the highlight this year has been for you in volleyball?
No, I don't
Do you have a highlight? Katie, do you have a highlight?
Probably just winning games
Mm-hmm.
is a lot better than, of course, losing.
Mm-hmm.
But as a team, I know we've gotten a lot better from last year. Everybody gets it now, and it's
Not everybody.
well, not everybody.
We're
it's
further along than where we were.
It's- Yeah.
We've learned
So-
a lot from last year to this year, especially from Biddy Ball at the elementary and then Coach Kalem and Mr. Z teaching us last year. They've helped us improve a lot.
Well, how do you guys as players deal with that drama? How do you guys, I mean, do you have ways of helping as players? Because you don't want drama, right? I mean,
Yeah.
drama takes away from the winning and takes away from the positive atmosphere that you can have on a team. How do you as players help to deal with that?
We try to stay out of it as much as we can.
Yeah. And then, like, if we do have to deal with it, we will try to work it out in between ourselves to not get so overwhelmed. And
But we want to be over dramatic about it and have everybody know. So we just talk like with our friends, and usually our friends help us through it.
Good, good, good. How about goals for the remainder of the year? Do you have goals for the last couple weeks here of the season?
Beat Keystone.
yeah, be Keystone, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Maybe keeping our serves in, keeping our hits in, and just getting ready for high school.
How about PAC tournament? Where are we with that?
Well, I said Monday we host Firelands, who we beat the first time around. So it's always important to beat somebody that you have already beaten. On Wednesday we travel to Brookside, and that's always, a difficult atmosphere to play in. And they are, I think, probably the top team in the league. Unfortunately, we lost to them in 3 the last time we played them, but I think we're much stronger now. So, and then we'll finish up with Keystone next month. The following Monday, we have to email our records. Currently, like I said, we're 6-6. I think we're right in the middle of the pack. The top 4 teams will get an automatic bid to the tournament on Saturday. Teams 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 will have a playoff round on Thursday night, and unfortunately Team 11 won't even get an opportunity to play in. So I know that we're not down in probably the 9th, 10th, and 11th. I think we're right in the middle of the pack. So if we can come away with 3 big wins to help our record, obviously that'll increase our chances of playing someone that's ranked lower than we are, meaning we should beat them. But on any given day and any given opponent's gym, you never know. But I have really high hopes. I think that we, as I said, we're playing good volleyball. We don't always come away with a win, but if we play as a team and we continue to improve and cut down on our mistakes, I think we have a good shot at coming back with the trophy. I mean, that's always our goal. We have the 8th grade team, unfortunately last year, lost in the play-in round, but the 2 years previous to that, we came back with trophies each of those years. And those are the girls you see as sophomores and juniors right now that are leading the varsity team,
And they're
because the
playing
varsity
very well.
team is a lot of younger girls.
Which bodes well for the future.
Yes. And
I know that they did a really neat community service at the high school level with, so I think they do a breast cancer awareness game.
Yes.
Did we do anything like that at the junior high level?
we included the junior high girls. They wore the pink jerseys and the pink ribbons for our match against Wellington Wednesday, and then we immediately upon beating Wellington quickly in 2 games, which was exciting. Both teams 1 and 2, so we got to the high school quickly for all the festivities. These girls help out. Everybody donated baked items, and these girls manned the tables. We had several Chinese raffle baskets. Our team, as an 8th grade team, put together a gift card basket valued over $200.
Wow.
And the 7th grade team put together a Candyland themed basket, and then these girls were responsible for helping out and relieving some of the parents that were working up at high school. But I am proud to say that all the girls went to the high school and were in the stands to cheer on the high school team, who also played Wellington that night. And then we also had fun this year. We did a fundraiser at Applebee's early in the season. We had a pancake breakfast on Sunday, and the girls got to make their own aprons, and they were the servers. So we had an 8th grader that won the apron contest, and we have a 7th grader that raised the most money in the serve-a-thon. So junior high's done a nice job to put money in the coffers of the Booster Club, and the Booster Club has been very generous. This year we were able to purchase new bags and new uniform jerseys for the junior high. Most of the time the junior high gets the high school hand-me-downs. And because the junior high has worked so hard lately, our Booster Club was generous enough to get us some new stuff that nobody's ever used. So we were really excited about stuff like that.
Well, thank you all 3 of you for doing that. I mean, especially when you do things for the community and raising money for awareness of disease. That's wonderful of you. And again, a lot of what we do, it's not necessarily about what you do on the floor, it's about what you learn, right? It's about learning what life is all about. And life isn't necessarily playing volleyball, but life is teamwork and getting along with others and helping others and learning how to be a productive member of society. So thank you. Really appreciate you guys doing that. Anything else we need to talk about with regards to 8th grade volleyball?
No,
the
just
community needs to know?
basically, remember, if you're interested in getting involved in any sport, try to start as young as you can. As Cameron mentioned earlier, we do start our biddy ball program in 3rd grade. We offer volleyball practice and training for 5 to 6 weeks for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, usually in late winter, early spring. Junior Olympic volleyball programs are available if you want to get started early, because it makes it a whole lot easier if you've played before you show up the first day of 7th grade and expect to be able to come out and be successful and make the team.
Well, and
so
everybody's doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to compete, you need to do that. They
Right.
need to start young. They need to be in the JO programs and doing all those things. And so if somebody was interested in those things, where can they find information about the biddy ball? Is there a website somewhere? Or?
I know the biddy ball forms, we always make sure we hand them out to all of the students that wish to take those at the elementary schools, which I usually have to take care of that, being at the elementary. They can contact me directly at the elementary school, or by my email, and that's just my first initial last name at buckeyeschools.org. The head coach also, I'm sure, would be willing to share that information. And if they want to contact any of the volleybackers, officers, they can refer them to the right people. But we're always looking for numbers. We try to keep large numbers as possible at the junior high so that we continue to provide a good feeder system to the high school. We had 15 8th graders this year playing. We currently only have 8 7th graders, so we're always looking for athletic and hardworking players that even if you didn't play in 7th grade, we welcome you to come out and try out for the team in 8th grade. And I've always told these girls, even if you don't play in junior high, you're always welcome to try out at the high school. Just understand those girls that have played do have a little bit of advantage, but our doors are always open. We keep as many girls as we can uniform and get in the game, because with pay to play, it's hard to keep more than 14 or 15 girls. But we work with large numbers when we can, and we get as much playing time for them as possible. So we're always looking for great kids that want to come in and work hard and learn the game and move to the next level. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys really much. I appreciate you coming and spending a few minutes with us and sharing with the community a little bit what's going on with the 8th grade volleyball team. Always exciting. Good luck to you this year, and as you go to the high school, good luck. Keep in touch. If you need anything, let me know. And I look forward to you guys continuing to contribute to the programs as you get older. So thank you.
Well, thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Catch us next time for another episode of The Best of Buckeye. I'm Brian Williams, Superintendent, and we look forward to you on the next time.